Well, good morning again, everybody. Chaplain Joe back at you here again. I hope you had a wonderful Merry Christmas, and I hope you also to get prepared for the new year. With that being said, I want to talk to you today about entering into God's rest. For the last month or so, I've been talking about the different types of faith, and we talked about faith in the works, what you see, faith in the Word, what you read in the Bible, faith in the Rhema Word, what you hear via the Holy Spirit, and then faith in God, the actual person of God Himself. And today I want to talk to you about another thing, about entering into God's rest. And that's basically knowing what God said, and then you're just resting in what He's already said. Now this is why you need patience, because God may give you a word right now, and you're believing it and you're receiving it by faith. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen today or going to happen tomorrow. I'm reminded of for those of you who may know me a little bit, I spent 20 years in the Army before I came to Volunteers of America. And one of the things that we do when we get promoted is before we get promoted, we actually have like a sequence number that lets us know when we're going to get promoted. Now, the way that this works, that when your name is already chosen and your name has already been selected to get promoted, you already know you're going to get promoted. But sometimes, depending on your number, you may have to wait a little bit. So, for instance, if you have a sequence number that says like 001, you know you're the first person that's going to get promoted. So that way, you only may have to wait a couple days. But if your number is like 0131, then you got 130 people that have to get promoted before you. And if the Army's only promoting, say, 2 or 3 people a week, then it may take a year or so before you actually get promoted. But here's the revelation. You've already been selected. You've already been chosen, but it may take a while before you actually get to pin that new rank on your uniform. It's already done. It's already be completed. You just have to catch up to where it's already been done at. And that's how it is when we walk with faith. God may give you a word, when you read a word in the Bible, and that's God's applying that to your life. But it may be a while before your life, if you will, catches up to that thing that's already done. So here's the revelation, so what do we do in the meantime? Because some of you are saying, well, that's great, Chaplain Joe, but what if I don't know what God said? What if, I don't know what's already done yet because God hasn't revealed it? And I start laughing because I'm like, welcome to my world, because that's how I feel a lot of times too. But what we got to do is remain in faith. Even when we don't have all the answers, even when we don't know what's going on, we continue to do what we know to do until God reveals it. And that's how trust in God is built. That's how faith in God is built. When we go through trials and we go through challenges, even though we don't have all the answers, but God can still bless us with those things as we continue to trust Him in the midst of chaos. Not the absence of challenges, but in the midst of challenges. And that's how we walk in faith. And that's how we can rest in God, knowing we look back at our life of all the stuff He's already been through, and we continue to rely on that as we go through things in the future, even when we don't have all the answers. So rest in the things of God. Continue to trust in Him as we go into the new year and every single day of our lives. Until then, God bless.